They stand, they wave, and they salute a 21st century cycling marvel. A story that could be written by only one man here in Italy over the last 3 weeks. The incomparable Tadej Pogacar completes the journey.
Another showpiece ends to a fantastic Giro d'Italia. 125 kilometres out to the coast and then back in to a landmark circuit in Rome. A last ever Giro d'Italia after 18 for Domenico Pozzovivo. And a moment for all the riders, including Geraint Thomas and Tadej Pogacar, Dani Martinez, who have made this Giro d'Italia what it is. Jonathan Milan, though, amongst the other sprinters, with a chance to secure another victory. Big pressure then on Jonathan Milan and a much more relaxed Tadej Pogacar in bright sunshine in Rome and warm temperatures as the race got underway and the usual ceremony of teams and riders posing for photographs got underway. Fantastic moment for the crowds to catch a glimpse of this extraordinary Maglia Rosa, the most dominant victory at the Giro d'Italia since 1965. Tadej Pogacar on the front, with his team on the front as the race got underway and the flag dropped. Then the 4 jersey wearers, Pellizzari joining Milan, Tiberi and Pogacar. Hot winds as the race was blown on at a steady clip back into Rome and onto the circuit, a 9.5 kilometre circuit which the race would take on 8 times. When they went over the finish line for the first time, Domenico Pozzovivo was handed the honour of crossing the line in first place, and thereafter there was a breakaway of Ewan Costiu, Mikel Honoré, Baudin and Marcialusi, and they held on to a slender advantage. Through the first bonus sprint, it was Martin Marcialusi who beat Mikel Honoré to the cash prize. Their gap, though, was never more than around about 35 seconds at the absolute maximum. Alex Baudin then on the front, still holding on to this slight advantage through the Intergiro. And it was Ewan Costiu who clipped off the front and got a little bit of a gap, the rider from Arkea B&B Hotels, to take the Intergiro on the day. The Vatican resplendent in the sun, one of so many landmark sites on this extraordinary Rome circuit that brought the race to its thunderous conclusion. All that remained then was the final bonus sprint, and that was very close between Mikel Honoré, who just got there ahead of Alex Baudin of Decathlon AG2R. Then a crash at the back, and Hugo Hofstede went down very hard amongst another group of riders at the back of the bunch as the race heated up. The breakaway were eventually caught, and the GC teams hit the front. Then trouble for Jonathan Milan, who snapped a chain with 8.4 kilometres to go. He got a spare bike and then started to work his way back through the convoy. It took him about 6 kilometres to get to the back of the peloton and then work his way up towards the front of the bunch as Tadej Pogacar started to lead out his sprinter, Juan Sebastian Molano.
Maglia then, Consonni with Milan on his wheel. Tim van Dijk pushing for the line. There comes Maglia with that raw burst of power. Maglia has got this one. Can Milan come round him? Milan not giving up on this, but Maglia holds them all off. Milan in second place. That was an astonishing final 10 kilometres, and victory, well, goes to the fastest man in the end. Tim Maglia, just with that raw burst of pure speed, gets the race won on stage 21. But as much as that's the headline, how about Jonathan Milan's second place?
Maglia popping open the champagne, the winner of stage 21 and the winner of 3 stages at the Giro d'Italia, ahead of Jonathan Milan in second place. The Super Team prize went to Decathlon AG2R La Mondiale, the most consistent team on GC, with Ben O'Connor in 4th place overall. Filippo Fiorelli won the Intergiro competition overall at the Giro. And the most combative rider of the Giro d'Italia in 2024 is Julian Alaphilippe. Antonio Tiberi held onto the white jersey with a healthy lead over Tiemann Arendsman in second place at 1:42 minutes. Tadej Pogacar won the King of the Mountains yesterday on Monte Grappa, Giulio Pellizzari finishing in a creditable second place. Jonathan Milan smiling despite his disappointment on the stage, the winner for the second year in a row of the Maglia Ciclamino by a big advantage over Caden Groves in second. Here's the podium: Geraint Thomas, Danny Martinez and Tadej Pogacar at the Giro. Pogacar, the incomparable rider in his first ever Giro d'Italia, winning the race by the biggest single margin since 1965 and lifting aloft the Trofeo Senza Fine. Tadej Pogacar, the winner of the 2024 Giro d'Italia, with 6 stage wins and an advantage of almost 10 minutes over the rider in second place.